Hello, and welcome back to Kira's Workshop. I've stated in the past that I'm a huge fan of astrology and Greek mythology, and for a very long time I wanted to make Eros. Eros is a primordial god and personification of love. He's usually depicted as a young male adult, and is responsible of love, lust, and carnal desire. So today it's finally time to bring this lovely god to life. Well, sorta. For this project I'm using Huntsman as a base. To be honest, he's basically the easiest male ever after idol to find. I'm beginning by shading the body and pop out those muscles. I wanted this video to be also some kind of a guide on how to do the body blushing. After removing the molded underwear, sanding the body and applying one coat of sealant, I'll begin by adding brown pastel just on the middle of the six-pack. My recommendation is to concentrate the pigment on the intersection of each muscle. This to intensify the illusion of depth, but also to avoid the six-pack from looking too harsh. I'm contouring the edges as well. For the deeper parts of the body mold, I'm using a mixture of light and dark brown. And for the edges, just light brown. The obliques are not molded on the body, but you can always look for photo references. Remember, it's also important to highlight, and if the pastels are looking crazy harsh, just blend it with a clean brush. You also need to use different sizes of brushes to shade with more precision some parts of the body. In my opinion, makeup brushes are the best ones to work with pastels. Sometimes it might be difficult to identify which parts of the body you have to apply the shadows. You can rotate the body under different lights to have a better idea. And as a personal touch, I really love shading the clavicles. The pecs are really easy, since it's very obvious where to add the shadows. But I do recommend to drag the shadow from the side boob to the armpit. And if you want more realism, don't forget to add the nips. And well, 2 layers of this process should be enough to achieve a natural looking body shading. Now time for the face up. As usual, I draw the shape of the eyes off camera and I'll proceed to contour the face. The only thing that I've changed over time is the nose highlight. I used to highlight the entire bridge of the nose, but now I just add some between the eyes and also a tiny white dot on the tip. And for real, I repeated the brows 3 times, so I just left my first attempt. As I usually do on my boy dolls, I'm adding just a hint of color to the lips by mixing some pink and red pastel. Later, I'll add wrinkles with color pencils. Next, I'll contour underneath the brow bone, connect that to the nose, under the tip to snatch it, and also under the bottom lip. For the eyes, I'm coloring the lacrimal with sienna, and line the eyes with dark brown. For the irises, I'm drawing the edge with dark blue. And fill the rest of the eye with a lighter one. And then darken the lash line with black. Now I'll draw some details to the irises by using dark blue. And I want to add just a hint of pink. And with black, draw the pupils. I usually leave this step at the end, but I want to build up the whites of the eyes, so I'm filling the scleras. Finally, add the hair strokes to the brows. In the movie Hercules, all the gods kinda glow, so I want my god to glow as well, so I'm covering the entire doll with pearlescent mica powder. And to finish this up, as usual, I'll add the lid shadow to the eyes with black pastel. And finally, the catch lights. Now to begin with the clothing and accessories, I have this bow from Shira's bow, and I painted it. But I want to be dramatic, so I'm going to bedazzle it with rhinestones. One side finish, and I'll make the other one off camera. For the burly clothing, I cut a lot of these pointy pieces out of white fabric. I cut a belt out of black leather, and I'm going to sew all these pieces on it. And this is how it looks. I added a piece of elastic to secure the skirt on the crotch from moving. And to cover all the stitches, I'm going to glue on this other piece of leather that I painted golden. And of course, I'll add more rhinestones on it. I cut this second belt, and I attach a piece of red fabric that is meant to be some kind of a cape. It's totally not a cape. First, I'll secure it on the back of the belt. And now I'm going to pass the fabric through the buckle. And now I'll stitch the cape that is not a cape from the front. And off camera, I'll add even more rhinestones to the top belt. Looking pretty good. I also gave him 2 cuffs on each arm. Of course, one of them has golden rhinestones on it. Eros is depicted as a winged god, but I don't want mine to have wings on the back, so instead I'll add them to his head. First I made a wire structure and cover it with white fabric. Now I have to add tons of little white feathers, that I cut one by one. And after one side is done, I repeat the process on the other side and make another wing. And here's our boy with his hair done. And now I'm going to glue the wings. I braided some golden wire to make the laurel wreath, and once attached to the head I'm going to glue on some golden leaves. And with this, our God of Love is finally done. I'm extremely happy with how he turned out. I wanted my Eros to look young and benevolent. Do you like Greek mythology? Who's your favorite mythical god or creature? Let me know in the comments section, and also I would love to know what do you think about Eros. As always, don't forget to like this video and join the workshop by subscribing to my channel, turn on your notifications, and leave me a comment. Also follow me on Instagram at Kiros_workshop for some sneak peeks of my next projects. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next time. Kiro out!